And welcome back. You know Tessa Virtue is part of the most successful Canadian ice dance team in history with 3 Olympic medals, 4 world championships, and so many more accolades. Quite honestly, we just don't have time for them all.
Now, on International Women's Day, Mattel has honored Tessa with her very own Barbie as she becomes a Dream Gap ambassador. And Tessa Virtue and her Barbie joins us now. I gotta take this in. That is the outfit of all outfits.
Well, isn't it special? It's still surreal for me to see her standing right here, but actually even better is seeing all the other women there lined up. I mean, just incredible to be amongst others who are breaking boundaries and changing the world. I say others as if I belong in that category, but it's still weird to me. I mean, to be with those women, it's just remarkable.
Well, tell us a bit about how this all came about, Tessa. This, of course, is in conjunction with the International Women's Day. And Dream Gap Barbie, what exactly is a Dream Gap?
Well, Mattel's You Can Be Anything campaign, they've done that for several years, but we're really celebrating their 60 years of inspiring girls. And the Dream Gap is based on the research shown that when girls are turning 5, they're already starting to doubt their abilities and having these limited self-beliefs. And boys don't feel that, even though their capabilities are equal. So Barbie wants to close that. And I think part of that in this role model series is just having that insurance that young girls have role models to look up to so that they know what is possible for them.
Did you play a part in the design of her?
It was very collaborative, yes. We talked about sort of the moment and the feeling we wanted girls to have when they saw this Barbie. I mean, that dress was sort of a no-brainer.
Yeah.
And thanks to my costume designer, Matthew Caron, who sort of made that kind of iconic. But yeah, they were so collaborative, and whether it was hair or makeup, we just wanted all the details to be just so. But more than that, I think the significance extends beyond the appearance, but it is pretty cool.
Oh, it is awesome. It looks so great. And Barbie's celebrating, of course, her 60th anniversary. Did you have a Barbie growing up? Did you play Barbies?
I did, and my Barbies were kind of tattered and torn, and I toted them everywhere with me. I was the youngest of 4 kids, but there was quite an age gap, so I spent a lot of time playing on my own and using my imagination. So my Barbies were my friends, and I took them everywhere, and I expected a lot of them because I was always imitating people. I was always either a gymnastics coach, I was a teacher, I was an astronaut, and I know now that was the way that I was exploring my world and my surroundings and thinking about what I was capable of, because my Barbie could do and be anything. And that's really powerful.
It sure is. I remember with my Barbies, my best memory of Barbies and playing with them, my grandmother would make clothing for them. And I loved that. I loved seeing us come up with our own attire and plan outfits. And my grandmother would pull out her sewing machine and would make all these little clothes for my Barbies. I love that's my favorite memory.
Well, it really bridges that generational gap, right? My mom was an only child of an only child, and Barbie shaped who she was. And I think she's never been more proud of me than when we found this news out. But in fact, when I was 20, she bought me the Kristen Stewart Barbie that happened to look sort of like me. And when I was young, she used to say, 1, 2, 3, we got the power. And she gave me that Kristen Stewart Barbie, and she said, 1, 2, 3, we got the power. And that was sort of a symbol of what I was capable of, even at 20. So I think it's just so neat to have that impact and influence on girls at such young ages.
Yeah. Is there somebody that was a particular role model for you that had that sort of impact?
Well, I was surrounded by such strong female forces. My mother, my grandmother, my sister. I mean, I truly grew up surrounded by people who were taking on the world, and I didn't feel limited. So I think those closest to me, of course, but people like Kimberly Glasgow, the dancer at the National Ballet. I mean, I just idolized her. Shailene Bourne, a figure skater. You know, it is critical to have those role models, and like I said, I was the queen of impersonating others, so I was always playing games and using my imagination in that sense.
Now, there will only be one of her. She's not for sale, right? Unfortunately. So where are you going to put her?
That's a good idea. Well, a good question. I don't have any memorabilia in my house. No skating photos, no medals, no.
Okay, where? Okay, so
Really?
Okay,
Sort of-
stop.
Yeah.
Hold the phone here.
Yeah, that's shocking.
Where are the
Why?
medals?
Sometimes in my sock drawer, sometimes in my kitchen cabinet, sometimes on the road with me when we're doing events or things like that. But I mean, I imagine you don't have your headshots from
you
this
should see
show.
this place.
My Olympic gold medals also are not on display at the house. No.
But your
Yeah,
headshots are all over the place.
But that said, I think this Barbie needs someplace special, and I'm just doing a home office right now, and there's a special bookshelf that I think maybe she'll find her home in.
Awesome.
Very nice. Should we show her now, Jeff?
Sure.
Is this another video?
Yeah.
We always surprise you.
That was the best.
I just wanted to show you, Tessa, while this doll is unbelievable, we are not unfamiliar with our faces being on dolls. We too have our own dolls. This is
my
the
goodness, look at
CMAC
this.
doll. We didn't sell many. And Jeff.
These are also a limited edition, but for a
Right.
different reason entirely.
Uncanny, the-
Yeah.
And the likeness
Right.
is.
Just,
Yeah, I mean, this is uncanny. You can't tell us apart, really, can you?
You did get the teeth fixed. Tessa, thank you. Yes, this was actually, okay, let's take this off, but this was the Hudson's Bay collector's item.
yes.
And it's a beautiful Barbie. But now, see what little girls, my daughter, has the braids that she's done
Oh my
with
God,
that?
look at that intricacy.
I know.
That's so special.
Tessa, so good seeing you again.
Likewise. Thank you for having
promise
me.
another video next time you come
I
back.
can't wait.
Yeah.
Did your figure skating as a tribute to you last time you were
You
here.
set the bar quite high. on that.
High or low? I don't know. Maybe a little low. But the great Tessa Virtue. Tessa, great to see you as always.
Lovely
Thank
to
you.
see both of you.
All right, we're back in a second.